Alright, I'm going to do this video again. I had put a video up there and I realized the figures were wrong, so I figured I'd do it again. So I want to recap the day. I want to kind of see where we are. We are in January. It's January the 17th, 2021. So on the this week we got the 180s put to us. So we're holding the 180s, and I guess we kind of doubled down because after hours the stock was still down. We went down to 177, 32, I think, and then after hours it was down to 136. Not 136, 176. So we were at, or actually it's 177.37. There it is, right there on the thing. So 177.37. After hours, it was down to 176, or even during the trading session. I went ahead and got whatever cash I did since these got put to me. I had 500 in cash got put to me, and 3,100 in the IRA got put to me at 180. So I owned the 3,600. I went out and bought 309 more. I guess I had enough to buy 65 in cash. So I have 565 now in cash. I bought 19. It's not very many. Bought 19 in the IRA. 65 in cash. I got 565 now. The wife had some cash. We had $22,000. She's got $22,000 from where she had taken out a 401k loan and bought a house, and we had 11.5 left on it. Ran it up to 22 now. So that's been about a year ago, because we bought, I think we closed on the house January 31st of last year. So we got two small Roth accounts. They have I think 6,700 and 5,500, and I think I bought these sometime, or we had put 5,000 in some time ago, and we just hadn't traded on them, or traded down, lost some money, and then made it back. And then I have a small Webull account that has about 5,900 into it. I don't remember how much I put in there, and so that gives us 3,900 shares. So if you look at the 3,900, that's what ends up being here. And so 3,900 at 177.37 gives us the total. So this is what we're trading right now. So we're trading right almost at $300,000. So that's where we are. Now, the question is, where's this going to be next week? So I think we could just sold off a little bit at the end of the day, because people don't want to hold. I thought that was going to be normal. I just didn't think with 2 days to go. I saw the $3,060 there. If we rolled it up to 180s from the 170, 171s that I had, that I could make $3,060. I got $1 out of it in premium. So, but we're down $2.63, which we wouldn't have been if we wouldn't have bought them. So, did get $1. So you take the 263. So we're down $1.63 more than we would have been if we just wouldn't have rolled them up. So rolling them up, actually, we can't say that it lost us money yet, because we'll have to see where the futures are, because if the futures were up nicely, it's possible that this would be up over 180. If the futures are down, then I think that would be the determinations. So if the futures are up and this is up $2, then actually that ended up being a winning strategy after all. So I don't think you really know until the next day. Now, if we hold it for a couple of days before we sell it, then we'll just have to say that was a bad thing, and we'll say, well, Might have been a bad thing, but we made the money up this week. So we'll see. It depends. It's all in the record keeping, I suppose. So next week, what if it went up some and we sold at 182? Then we'd be up another 2.61% for the week. So 2.61, or actually it'd be 2.61 from here. So that'd be not even a percent. So if we're not even up a percent, we're going to be at 182. So that's what this shows. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. It's a volatile week, so we don't know. We're probably going to hold this either way. We might sell the 185s. It's just really going to depend on what the futures look like. If the futures look like it's going to take off and go back to 190 real quick, then maybe we just hold the common. We probably will sell the 185s, but we're not going to sell them for nothing. I mean, if we get $3 for them, then we might do that, and then we would still have some upside if we sell them. Another thing that we could do is we could sell the 180 calls at maybe $5, and then that would give us more downside protection, and so that's a possibility too. Probably won't do that, but that's a possibility. So the other question is, TQQQ was up 105% last year. So if it was up 105% last year, and my goal is to make $1 million in what we're trading, then I'm going to assume that all this cash is my cash, although technically $100,000 of it did come out from a home equity loan, but I'm trading it like it's my cash. So we'll pay the home equity loan out of some rental income that I have. So we're gonna say that this is not retirement cash, but essentially trading cash. So if we go from there, and our goal is to get to $1 million this year if we can, so that's the goal. Where do we need to be? So if you reverse this out, you just say, okay, this is what we have here. If we're going to $1 million, we need 44%, which kind of makes sense, right? So if you take this, number, so essentially you got 300,000 divided by 700,000, that gives you the 44%. And so if you back into this number, it'd have to be up to 255.89. So it'd have to be up to 255.89. So will it get to 255.89? Will it get there? It may actually get there. So this is the reason I'm doing this is a mental note that says, okay, with all this trading you're doing, will you have done better if at 255.89 you're at $1 million, but because of all the trading you weren't there? You'd be better just buy it and hold it. So this is kind of why I'm doing this as a mental note. Now, what if I don't get there? What if I'm a little bit off? Well, technically, I think the wife's got about 100. She's going to put the maximum in this year because she's still working. She's got a 401k, so which I don't. I mean, I'm still working, but I don't have a 401k anymore. So I rolled everything over into an IRA. So that's why I have this money in the IRA. And then so the wife's got about 100. She's gonna put another 25 in or whatever. Probably go up another 10,000. So 135,000 by the end of the year is probably realistic in hers. So if we say that it only needs 865, if we're not going to make it, then are we going to make it if we're going to make it to the 865 mark? So this number 700 almost to 865, and I need about 24.79%. So this column, it really just is dividing it by 3 to say, oh, it's a triple, so the market would have to be up 8%, which is not a stretch. And in the QQQ top 100 NASDAQ up 15%, that's not a big stretch either. I mean, it's been doing that. So It doesn't mean this won't be a down year. It could be. Who knows with the Biden administration, whether you're Republican or Democrat. It's definitely a risk for the market. Those are the kind of things you need to see or need to think about. You really shouldn't let your political views get in the way of. I mean, our goal here, as far as monetary goes, is, to help predict what's going to happen. So, will we be at this number? Will TQQQ be at this number? If it was up 105%, will it be up 44%? It may well be. It may well be. I think it probably will be. So should we just hold it? Should we just hold it? That's definitely an option. So these are the thoughts that I'm having. Probably going to sell the calls against it. Probably going to sell the puts if it gets called from me. And we're going to probably keep replicating this because I like the way it's going. I think it does lower your risk. But this is another option, though, is just to hold it. So keep these numbers in mind. If we get to 225, we would have already made it. If we had the or 221, so 222, room 222. So, and then if we get to 256, then we would have made it. We should have made it totally if we wouldn't have traded at all. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. Just kind of taking a mental note of where we are and what's happening, and we'll see how this goes this week. We'll see how it goes this week, and maybe we can get out of this early in the morning and turn around and sell the puts again. Who knows? So we'll see.